Hello everyone, I'm Anime Freak and welcome to my video. Today I'm going to be reacting to Mewtwo vs Shadow. Now, I only just recently found out what these two have in common, and they were both created by scientists. Shadow was created to cure all diseases, and Mewtwo was created by a scientist who was funded by Team Rocket, but the scientist who wanted to create wanted to use the cloning process to create Mewtwo was open to bring back his dead daughter. Now, if you grew up in my generation, we didn't have well, okay, I'll start from the beginning. Back when I was young, when I started watching Pokemon, and Pokemon the movie came out, there was this cutscene that didn't make it into the original video of the movie, and it was this scientist who had his daughter's essence in this jar sort of thing, and he wanted to try and bring her back through cloning. And I didn't see that only until like a few years ago, and yeah, I mean these two scientists wanted to either fix something or they wanted to bring back their loved ones or something, and I think they were like both betrayed by. Well, I wouldn't say betrayed, but yeah, they were either. These scientists were either used by. Well, they were just used anyways. So, who do I think would win, Mewtwo or Shadow? Well, I would say this is a no-brainer, and I think I'm gonna go with Shadow. Now, there's two reasons why I think Shadow will win this. Number one, if they're using the Chaos Emeralds, then it's a no-brainer. I think Shadow would definitely win this if he has the Chaos Emeralds. Excuse me. And the second one is he's very fast. I mean very fast. I mean Mewtwo when we first saw him, I saw him in the first movie and in Mewtwo Returns, but I don't know anything of him that's actually in the series or in later movies. I mean the only two appearances that I know of Mewtwo is in the first movie and Mewtwo Returns, and that's the only ones I know. And excuse me. So from what I could see from Mewtwo, that he can wipe people's memories, and he can pick things up with his mind and just throw them. I mean, I can't. I mean, that's all I know about Mewtwo. But if we're gonna go with raw, unlimited power here, I think Mewtwo would definitely not Mewtwo. Shadow would definitely win, unless screwattack can show me what else Mewtwo can do. Now, I think Mewtwo can actually Mega Evolution. I think I'm not really 100% sure, but I mean, who knows? I mean, I could be wrong, I could be right, but if I'm a betting man, which I am, I would definitely say Shadow. Definitely Shadow. So yeah, before I get started, I just want to say, if you haven't seen this video, make sure you go in the description box below. Make sure you go watch screwattack's video of this, and as soon as you watch that, come back, watch me watch this. So, with that said, let's get to watching! Okay, put this on. Okay, you guys ready? Okay, 3, 2, 1, and go!
With Death Battle, our combatants are always extraordinary in one way or another, whether they're a superhero or a plumber.
But these two are literally built to show up the rest of their kind. Mewtwo, the genetically engineered Pokemon.
And Shadow the Hedgehog, the ultimate life form.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
I was hoping it was going to be 3D. Never mind.
Years ago, a brilliant scientist named Dr. Fuji was working to create a brand new life form which would change the world.
That's great and all, but he had something else in mind.
Fuji hoped his experiments would help him discover a way to resurrect the person he cherished most, his deceased daughter, Amber.
With unlimited resources funded by mob money, he figured
Call
out
it.
how to clone his daughter's ball of consciousness. Because science!
But before he could finish, he had to create the most powerful Pokemon, a clone of the legendary Mew.
And he named him Mewtwo.
Yeah, Fuji wasn't very creative when it comes to naming, but when you can create a new life form with nothing but a fossilized eyelash, you know you're a master of genetic engineering. A field
Eyelash.
I'd love to get more experience in myself.
Told you 1,000 times, Wiz, you're not gonna alter my DNA.
What are you talking about? I would never do that.
Always watching, Wiz. Always.
Growing up in a test tube, Mewtwo's only companions were Fuji's other test subjects, including Amber herself, through some sort of psychic link.
Amber taught Mewtwo about the sun, the moon, tears, and life
Aw,
stuff.
he's so
Oh, and also
cute.
death when she died for good right in front of him.
Worrying this may be too mentally traumatic for the still infant Mewtwo, Dr. Fuji's team erased all memory of her. Unfortunately, this left Mewtwo with a feeling of loss and confusion, and no memories to explain why.
With nothing else to do, Mewtwo decided to take out all his aggression on all of humanity. And then he turned some stupid kid into stone, a bunch of Pokemon cried, and Mewtwo figured out humans aren't so bad after all.
Mewtwo is one of the most powerful psychic-type Pokemon, defeating its foes with the power of its mind.
Racing bird.
Alright, wait a minute. You keep calling him it. Is Mewtwo a guy or a girl?
Well, neither. Technically, it's genderless.
Oh. How does it bang?
It doesn't.
Bummer. Well, one thing's for sure, it's got balls. Of ghost energy that blow holes in stadiums.
A ghost
Had an
what?
onslaught of undodgeable stars, multiple types of defensive shields,
Double
and a healing
recovery.
ability for when those shields don't quite cut it.
Alongside its other abilities, Mewtwo's favorite move is Psychic, a powerful form of telekinesis. With it, Mewtwo can effortlessly send enemies as heavy as a 500-pound Onix flying through the air.
He can even make himself fly like a Zubat out of hell.
Also, it can augment its melee combat with psychic energy or occasionally a massive spoon.
Would you say he sometimes spoons his enemies?
No, nothing about Mewtwo is cuddly, especially when it uses Hyper Beam or Psy Strike. Attacks so strong they can incapacitate the toughest of Pokemon in a single hit.
And when trouble comes a-knockin', Mewtwo answers the door with a badass Mega Evolution.
Mewtwo is one of the few Pokemon capable of Mega
called it.
evolving without the assistance of a trainer. As Mega Mewtwo Y, it gains enormous boosts in strength, defense,
That looks
and
ridiculous.
Making Mewtwo powerful enough to fly into space while carrying a robot bug monster.
fast enough to breach escape velocity
Come on.
over 25,000 miles per hour, over 32 times the speed of sound.
So, really fast.
Mewtwo is so skilled in its psychic prowess, it can wipe specific memories from dozens of people at once.
Jesus
On
Christ.
top of all that, it can survive a massive amount of abuse. Like the time it got double impaled by an alien Pokemon's tentacles. Didn't they censor that?
It effortlessly defeated most of the Pokemon Champions team, including a legendary Articuno. It also teleported an entire crater lake from the top of Mount Cana. This lake is comparable to a similar body of water in the real world, Lake Kilauea, which holds over 385 million tons of water.
Wow, that's almost enough power to lift my ex-wife on buffet day.
Being a psychic Pokemon, Mewtwo is naturally weak to bug, ghost, and dark-type damage. Strange Dr. Fuji didn't pull that code out of his DNA, but whatever.
Hey, you gotta
It's
have
true.
some sort of failsafe when you're making the world's most powerful Pokemon.
Ah yes, the ultimate failsafe against the most powerful psychic Pokemon. Bugs!
Oh, God, it's a Caterpie! Get it away, it's spooky!
I was not born a Pokemon, I was created. And my
That's,
creators
that's,
have
that's, a,
used
that's, a,
every
that's a
trick.
good point.
So,
The ultimate Pokemon, weak against bugs. And ghosts. You would have thought a psychic would be able to like, get rid of ghosts. That's what they did in the games. Right, Shadow.
Years ago, a brilliant scientist named Professor Gerald Robotnik, the grandfather of Sonic's forever balding nemesis, worked to create a new life form which would change the world.
Ugh,
It
Sonic
was
X.
called
Ugh.
Project Shadow, a covert government operation to discover the secret to immortality. Besides, like diet and exercise, because fuck that.
In Professor Gerald's case, specifically for his granddaughter Maria. who was dying as a result of neuroimmune deficiency syndrome.
Now that I think about it, Project Shadow is a pretty scary name for a program that's all about curing diseases and saving humanity.
Maybe it has something to do with the program's secret pact with a hive mind alien race called the Black Arms. Perhaps.
Okay. So what do you get when you take immortality, the cure of all diseases, aliens, and put them all together to make the ultimate life form? You get a hedgehog.
Shadow the Hedgehog was the first step toward a perfect future. And during his time in Gerald's space laboratory, Shadow and Maria grew very close.
Until they were separated by a bullet. Turns out the governments of the world weren't too fond of all the evil alien business, so they stormed the place, captured Shadow, and killed Maria right in front of him. 50 years later, Shadow escaped and decided to take his revenge by just killing everyone. Until he remembered Maria's last words were pretty much, "Don't be a dick," so he changed his mind.
Now on the side of good, Shadow dedicated himself to protecting the world from the forces of evil.
Turns out fighting the bad guys isn't too hard when you've got super strength, super speed, helped along by some awesome rocket shoes, and a bucket of deadly chaos powers.
By channeling the potentially unlimited power of the Chaos Emeralds, Shadow can enhance physical attacks, heal over time, and strike with powerful energy blasts. And with the power of Chaos Control, he can warp through space and distort time, slowing it down to a crawl, or with enough power, freezing it completely.
Cool. He's got so much power, he can only contain it all with 2 inhibitor rings around his wrists. Unless he gets all 7 Chaos Emeralds, which he can use to transform into a Super Saiyan Shadow. Super Shadow, yeah. As Super Shadow, he is completely invulnerable, can move at the speed of light, and has unlimited access to the power of the Chaos Emeralds.
Enough power to stop the Space Colony Ark's collision with Earth, and to teleport a giant comet the size of a city. Assuming this rock is half hollow and using the density of concrete as minimum base, this black comet must weigh at least 915 million tons.
Even without his super form, Shadow is powerful enough to wipe out an entire alien fleet in one blast, fast enough to reach hypersonic speeds, and strong enough to play tug-of-war with a giant space monster who is so big he uses a planet a tenth the size of our moon as a chair. Naturally, when you've got this much power, you're probably a cocky dick.
Yes, Shadow is excessively overconfident in his abilities. Also, he has a terrible memory.
This guy's spent most of his life wondering who the hell he is. And even when he does remember, he usually winds up losing his memories later anyway. To be fair, if I fell from outer space and all I lost were my memories, I'd consider it a really good day. I mean, I lose them from just falling over at the bar.
That's probably not because of the fall. Also, we can't forget that the Super Shadow form only lasts so long.
Then again, when you move at light speed and have control over space and time, who cares about time limits?
Not usually a problem for the ultimate life form.
Many years ago, Professor Gerald Robotnik endowed me with the power of chaos control. A normal creature like yourself doesn't stand a chance against me.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
It's time for a death battle!
Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. What the hell's that? Okay. I think that's it. What the heck? Dude, that thing's scary. Is that Mewtwo? There's Zubats.
Get away!
You are not welcome here. Leave this place.
What's your problem, freak?
I know not its name, but it is black, red, and very annoying.
Okay, go Shadow. What the hell? What's up with this?
This'll stop you.
Another gem? What's he doing?
Chaos.
I must know.
No. Control. Good try, monster, but you're done.
Too much.
What did he say? Watch?
Chaos
Not this time.
control. Maria. Wait, where am I? Oh my god, I'm glowing! Why am I glowing?
Sayonara.
You know, Wiz, when we started Death Battle, I don't think we ever expected to see someone die by spoon.
Yeah, Shadow may have had the advantage in pure speed and power, but this time, Rain
Yeah.
defeated Brawn.
Mewtwo got the rundown on all Shadow's abilities simply by reading his mind, giving it the knowledge it needed to counter or avoid
Okay.
crazy powers like Chaos Control.
Ultimately, there was nothing really stopping Mewtwo from just taking over Shadow's mind, and its impressive durability and healing power bought it enough time to do so.
Pretty hard to win a fight when your opponent can make you forget what you're doing and who you are in an instant.
Shadow has been mind controlled before, and has always relied on outside help to recover. Even while Super Shadow was physically invulnerable, this form didn't protect his mind. Like that time he fell
okay.
from space, and then the worst game ever happened.
Yeah, Shadow was gonna lose, sooner or later.
The winner is Mewtwo.
Yeah.
Next time on Death Battle.
Okay. Wait, okay, who is it gonna be? Okay, I don't recognize that. Oh god, no.
Hey, yeah? You ever wonder who'd win in a fight between Carolina and the meta?
I don't know those boys.
No? Only hopeless nerds on the internet care about that kind of crap. Yeah. Why do you think I'm asking you? Just picture it. It'd be totally badass.
Hey guys, I'm Chad. I play Boomstick.
I'm Ben, I play Wiz, and next time on Death Battle, we've got something very special planned, so stay tuned, we'll be announcing it shortly.
Oh, I'm so excited. In the meantime, you guys can watch a show that Brian and I work on called Who Is? It's tons of information about characters that have had a bunch of history, but really quick and fun.
And of course, Rooster Teeth and screwattack first members can always watch Death Battle and DBX along with a plethora of other stuff early, so be sure to click the link below and sign up
Okay.
if you haven't already.
Plus, you get awesome stuff like 5% merch discounts. It's great. You can actually get a 30-day free trial by clicking the link, so do it. See you guys soon.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I was wrong about that. Okay, come on. Can you blame me? Can you blame me? I mean, we've seen Super Shadow with the Chaos Emeralds. He can use Chaos Control and everything. I was thinking, oh, he's just going to control time and then just blow him up and everything. But I was wrong. I underestimated Mewtwo. Okay. You know his Omega Evolution White? Is Omega Evolution? Come on, that form looked pretty, well, ridiculous. Come on. Who doesn't agree with me? He has his tail on his freaking head, for crying out loud. But still, it's a bit short, this battle. I would have loved to see it go a little bit further. So yeah, I underestimated Mewtwo. I do apologise, and when you're wrong, you're wrong. So yeah, that should be about do it. For recommendations for a battle, I would like to see Super Buu with Gohan, Gotenks, and Piccolo absorbed versus Martian Manhunter, Jon Jones. I would love to see these two fight, simply because both of their bodies can, morph into anything they want. Jon Jones can, turn into anything big, and he can just recover just by his, just by ripping off his own armor or something like that. I saw it in the comics once. And Majin Buu can literally come back just by vapor. He can literally come back just by smoke. That's what I would like. I would like to see these two go at each other. I mean, it'd be great to see, because Super Buu, or as I like to call him, Buuhan, Super Buuhan. He's the most powerful form of Buu, and Jon Jones is basically an alien version of Superman. Well, I wouldn't say. Well, Martian Manhunter, is a lot like Superman, except he can do like more than Superman. So yeah, I would like to see that. I would also like, there's going to be a lot of people who's going to hate me for saying this, but I want to see Goku versus Superman again. simply because we've got new information about Super. We know how powerful Goku is, and even though I think we should wait until Super finishes, I really want this fight to happen, because obviously it is gonna happen, but I just want you guys to know how I feel. I think that these two fights should happen. Buuhan versus Martian Manhunter, and Goku versus Superman again. And if they're gonna do these two fights, I suggest that screwattack. Excuse me. I suggest screwattack does a compromise and a team up with Animation Rewind, because all the people over there, including myself, knows how powerful knows how powerful Goku is, and how powerful Super Buu is. So at the very least, if screwattack and Animation Rewind, including the researchers, come together and just talk on how Goku and Goku and Buuhan is, and saying how powerful Martian Manhunter and Superman is, then I'm pretty sure we can we can come to an agreement on how powerful Goku and Superman and Jon Jones and Majin Buu is. So at the very least, not only will we be getting accurate information, but we'll also be getting a kick-ass fight between Goku and Superman and Jon Jones and Martian Manhunter. And if they do another Goku versus Superman fight again, I want it to be not 20 minutes long, not 40 minutes long. I want that fight to be at least an hour long, because I'm pretty sure that loads of people who saw the first fight wants to see Goku and Superman fight at least an hour, or at least 30 minutes. Come on, that's a fight that everybody wants to see, because the first fight was like, I don't know, for about I can't remember, but it felt like half an hour or something. But it would be cool if they could do that. So yeah, that's my suggestions. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, follow me on Twitter, Tumblr and Instagram, and I will see you guys next time. Cheerio!